Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. Today we have a Empire versus Bretonnian matchup, and it is a special one. You can see here I have brought my traditional anti-Bretonnian army, which consists of 4 greatswords in the front line to deal with foot squires and Grail pilgrims. They will win when properly supported in both of those engagements. As you can see in my previous videos, a back line of 5 spearmen to just provide important mass to the army, so it can't be flanked, so the greatsword's morale can't be crushed. And then the very expensive but killing core of this army is the Royal Altar of Griffites, Demigryph Knights with halberds, and of course the silver bullets, who are great at bypassing the physical resistances of a lot of the Bretonnian cavalry. You can see here I do have a Jade Wizard, of course, to support the Demigryph Knights with halberds. If you want to win that cavalry engagement, you have to bring Lore of Life, just because it's so powerful, and having low model units, Lore of Life really shines, because it's harder to kill each unit. And then of course I do have Boris Todbringer on horse, because the Empire cannot win the air engagement. So we're going up against ItalianSpartacus. If you guys watch Turin's channel at all, he's one of Turin's really good friends, and he's a up-and-coming YouTuber. Really cool guy, and he's kind of learning Warhammer, and he brought a joke army here, and I wasn't sure how my army would face up against it, because the bulk of my army, the greatswords, are not for anti-cavalry duty. So he does have as his lord Leon Leoncoeur on horseback, and he does have a Damsel of Life on her unicorn. And then he has, I believe, 4 Knights Errants. 4 Knights Errants, 2 Knights of the Realm. Ooh. Just 1 Knights of the Realm. 2 Questing Knights. And 2 Grail Guardians, kind of forming the infantry, essentially. These guys will be stuck in, and they'll survive a decently long time. And so that's this whole army here, just all cav in a cave in the dark. I deployed over here on the land, because I know if you look at shallow water, I don't know if here. Shallow water and marshland are difficult for small units to traverse and fight in. So knowing my army was mostly infantry, I knew I couldn't fight there. And what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to push up, try and use my spearmen as my main line, which is very strange to say, and have my greatswords kind of as a back line back here. And then you can see I'm going to push my silver bullets off to the side to try and get some cheeky shots in early. Definitely was not sure what to make of this when it was occurring. Apparently I watched his stream after, and this was actually him on stream, and people wanted to see the Bretonnian all-cav army, so he brought it, and I happened to get in the game. And you can see I am going to get some nice shots here on the Knights Errant, but you know, it's not the best target. I definitely probably should have waited to fire at these questing knights or something. One of the bigger threats to me would have been much better. You can see I am moving now. I think I'm obstructed. They're over this hill, so I can't shoot at them. So the pathing is a little bit strange. Here his leaders come in. I'm trying to... I was hoping he wasn't paying attention, so I'm going to charge in here, but he is, so I'll pull back. He's going to keep trying to drag me out, so he's going to come back, and I'm going to go back in. So it's going to be a very strange early engagement, but it is allowing me to line up some shots with my questing knights. So dropping a questing knight there. My great swords are not quite in position. It would have been great to see them actually covering this unit, but the Knights Errant are going to come in here, and I'm going to get a charge, use my Demigryph Knights, run away with my silver bullets. You can see over here, he did almost catch me, or I guess he is going to catch me here. Oh man, get a charge in the back, but here come my great swords with armor-piercing damage. I guess it's going to do okay. Some more great swords here in the middle, and I'm going to drop immediately in Earthblood, but I already sadly lost to the Royal Altar of Griffites. But you can see here this Knights Errant just took a ton of damage. Oh man, watch that charge. Oh man, was not microing them correctly, and those Knights of the Realm are going to just decimate those poor great swords. And then here comes some Grail Guardians going to come in here, just really trying to get at my my silver bullets. You can see I did deal with one Knights Errant, They are not going to do well at all against Demigryph Knights with Halberds. So that is one of the things that I have going for me, is he doesn't have a lot of anti-large, surprisingly. He has 1 Knights of the Realm. So my Demigryph Knights with Halberds are actually going to do pretty well, as long as I keep them away from the Knights of the Realm and the Questing Knights. So here he's going to get a nice rear charge on my big blob here with his Grail Guardians. Knock him out. But I am dropping Regrowth here, so just trying to keep these guys alive at all costs. My Greatswords are slugging it out with the Knights of the Realm. And over on this side, it's looking a little bit better. I'm losing some Spearman units, but you know what, that's okay. I've saved my Silver Bullets mostly. My Demigryph Knights are pretty healthy. And I'm just slowly tanking out this front fight with the Spearmen and the armor-piercing damage of the Greatswords. And Boris here in the middle is not doing too hot, but he's a tanky lord, and I'm dropping Earthblood on the whole group. So you can see the damsel is about to rout here. But definitely not gone from the fight. You can see a lot of his knights just getting pushed out in the back lines. And they should be coming back in soon. Definitely hard to be a all-cav army without any hammer to anvil on. So definitely fun to see the build, but definitely not the most competitive of builds. But it's always good to see. It is also a little strange to be playing it in a giant mushroom cave. But you know what? That is part of Warhammer. You can see my Silver Bullets still trying to find a place and failing. Shooting at hill, really doing their best. I'm trying to chase this damsel, get it off the field. And I do terrify it right before it casts that Lore of Life spell, which is good. Getting some cheeky shots into the back of these guys that I guess he forgot about. These Questing Knights are one of the few things I think on the field that can actually take out my Greatswords. So they are pretty terrifying. You can see my Jade Wizard here duking it out with some Grail Guardians. I guess I have some Spearmen in there, which is good for me. And I keep trying to pull over here, but he keeps charging his dudes back in. Yeah, and at this point you can see Leon Leoncoeur is not going to like being in a fight against Royal Altar of Griffites. So he's going to shatter here. Army losses is going to get him. Definitely a really fun army that I've always wanted to try myself, that I haven't really taken the time to try. And you can see these Demigryph Knights doing a ton of work against those Knights Errant, and oh man. Oh god. Just so funny. Yeah, ItalianSpartacus. I will link to him in the description, and if you watch his latest live stream, the video is up, or the game from his perspective is up there. And you can see here Leon Leoncoeur just not doing too much in that front line. Those Demigryphs and the spears and the armor piercing just seem to work out. And these Knights Errant are really only going to be good against lightly armored infantry. And so I had no lightly armored infantry that wasn't anti-large. So it was definitely going to be hard for these guys to find a home in that battle. I don't really know how you would do it. Maybe bring the just to save money, so you can spend more money on cavalry. Maybe get the lady. You could get the lady. Potentially bring 1 or 2 Knights Errant. But I would definitely have liked to see more Questing Knights. And I do like the pick of the Grail Guardian, especially with the Lady of the Lake just stuck in the middle. They can definitely kind of act as some infantry and kind of be the anvil for your Questing Knights, which are great at taking out infantry, especially great swords. And they even do pretty well against armored cavalry like Demigryph Knights. But anyways, great game to ItalianSpartacus. You guys should go check out his channel. And thanks so much for watching. That's that.